Owen, would you please come up and make your speech?
I want to start by thanking everybody in this room, whether it be getting me into scouting, helping with my Eagle project, or simply being here and listening to what I have to say. I was told to write about a specific memory in scouting that stands out, and there's no question what that memory is for me. Philmont. Philmont, for those who don't know, is a 12-day, at least for me, 70-mile backpacking trek in New Mexico with the Scouts. This is a very rare opportunity that I've been told by everyone who did it that it was amazing and life-changing, even if it was raining the entire time. When I finished it, I was asked by everybody around me, how was it? And I always answered with some variation like, it was a blast, or I had a great time. But this was not true. I was able to go with some of my friends from 220, and that made things better, but we were partnered with another troop that we'd never met before, and our tour guide got switched the day we left. It was tough. I was insulted and called names by the other troop's leader. The going was tough. I'd never gotten a migraine before this, and I haven't had one since. But during Philmont, I was so stressed that I got a migraine so bad that I could not stand while in camp. I was out for the rest of the day. The next day it was gone and I continued on because there was no other choice. After I left Philmont, I knew for a fact that it was the hardest thing I'd ever done in my life, physically and mentally. Even when it was rough and I was counting down the days until it was over, and I genuinely thought I couldn't finish at multiple points, I'm still standing here in front of you today. And I knew, and every time I felt like there was something I couldn't or didn't want to do, I knew I could if I pushed myself, because I'd already done what I thought to be impossible, to make it through that journey. The second biggest part of my scouting career is my Eagle Scout project. For those that don't know, if you've been to the Wilson Library, you may have seen or used my project without realizing. I designed and built book cards for them. This project is very special to me, as I felt it was my way of giving back to the library after spending so many days there reading, doing schoolwork, or playing Pokemon Go. The cards were actually not my idea, but the library's. I knew I wanted to help them, so the first thing I did was go to their head of building operations, Patrick Kennedy, to see if they had anything that they could really use. He gave me some requests, like large rubber wheels to get over the lip of the elevator and the right measurements to fit through their smallest doorways. Now, I have some experience woodworking. I actually like to think I'm pretty good at it, but I never built or designed something to be moved around and handled on a daily basis and serve a function by many different people, all ages and heights. My grandfather does have this experience. He even helped me build my woodworking workbench. I came to him with a design, and he helped me correct all of the flaws that I had, like how it was too heavy, wasn't cost effective, or didn't take something important into account like the wheels. He helped me design a cart that I'm incredibly proud of and that I couldn't have done without him. After we designed the cart, we went to a hardware store and bought the wood that we would need and got to work. And work we did. We spent around 6 hours total that day building that first cart, and it came out amazing due to his helping hands and guiding words. After building that first cart, I moved on to the younger scouts in helping me construct 2 more carts. And despite a couple of bumps during the day, like realizing I had bought the wrong length of wood for the handle, everything went incredibly smoothly. Later that day, I delivered the carts to the library, which is not easy to do. We had to get another cart to help us, and shook hands with the head of building operations and left them there. Easily the most rewarding part of it is hearing from my family members' friends who work or volunteer at the library, bringing their cards up in conversation because of how helpful they were, not realizing that I built them. Scouting has easily been the longest and hardest thing I've ever done. The long nights of working on merit badges, the cold rainy nights that seemed to happen every camp out, but there were so many good things that came from it that I couldn't have gone anywhere else. Close friends who I bonded with over scouting, lifelong skills that I learned in a merit badge, such as cooking, personal finance, or automotive maintenance, which were really helpful to me when I got a flat tire a couple weeks ago, and the ability to persevere through any challenge that I face in my life. There is one person that I want to give my mentor pin to, who I could not have reached Eagle without him. He's the only family member I have that was a Boy Scout. Even though he didn't reach Eagle, he still pushed me to achieve it. I couldn't have done my Eagle Scout project without you, Papa. Come on up.